What's up, guys? It's Cigar Carpenter Mike. This is the final rankings video of the Sumatra Shootout. To date, I have done the Cameroon comparison on my Instagram. I have done the broadleaf. I have done Connecticut Shade. And now I've done this Sumatra Shootout. And out of all of the comparison series I have done, this one was by far the hardest to rank because there were no standout bad ones. And people just gave really, really good suggestions. So with the bottom two, I kind of knew where they were gonna land shortly after smoking all of them. The top four, though, I really had to dig into it and figure out specifically why, you know, I would place ones where I placed them. So without further ado, here is number 6. I'm just gonna end up putting them in over my shoulder here when I say them. Number 6 was that Espinosa Azulejo. It was nice for the first 2/3. There was a good florality to it. There was nuttiness. There was like a creamy raisinette note. And in the first third, there was like a slightly charred toast note. Unfortunately, as the cigar progressed, the charred quality continuously increased, and it was almost to the point where I could have just tossed the thing in the final third. I didn't because I was smoking it for review. But that being said, they're very inexpensive cigars. I mean, I could consider picking up some of those for mowing the lawn or whatever. I mean, it had really good flavors. It was just that charred note that really kind of got to me by the end. So for that reason, that Espinosa Azulejo is in 6th place. 5th place was the TAA 2023 Lost Angel by Crowned Heads. It was pretty good. There was a lot of good things about it. If you've watched any of my videos where I experienced a cigar that had some minerality to it, that is one of my least favorite notes. And for some reason, I'm very sensitive to minerality in cigars. And I think that's what kind of put this one in 5th place for me. It was still good. I still really enjoyed the cigar. There was nice peaty earth notes, which I really enjoyed that flavor note. There was brown sugar. There was this like floral citrus with some cinnamon going on at certain points. It was just that the minerality to it. I kind of did a little bit of mental gymnastics as I was smoking it because there was a non-specific sweet note that kind of combined with that minerality. It was a chalky minerality, and in my head it kind of came together to be like a powdered sugar. Other than that minerality, it was a very good cigar. I'd recommend trying it out. Any of those Lost Angels I really do enjoy, but it was in 5th place because of that mineral note for me. Number 4 was the CAO Extra Añejo. Really the main thing that cigar had going for it is that unique dankiness, that unique tobacco, the fermentation process that they use on it, gives it a really unique taste that if you want that flavor note, you're not really gonna find it in many other cigars, if any. The thing that held it back is it's a pretty linear cigar. And I think I said in the video, kind of for that reason, I like the cigar, but I'm not one of those guys that's gonna go crazy calling around trying to find a box when they drop it. I'll go grab a couple, leave some for other people to experience it because a lot of people really, really, really love that cigar. I enjoy it. It's a good cigar. It's just not top 3 for me. That being said, I will grab one every single year they come out. Number 3 was that Melanio V. I smoked it in Figurado in this shootout, but I enjoy that thing in any size, really. I mean, for me, it's kind of like Old Reliable. It's got oak, it's got a musty floral note to it, it's got some nuttiness, there's some fruity hints. The coffee and caramel note on the finish on a lot of the thirds is really super enjoyable. Like I said, the top 4 for these were really hard for me to place. I really do enjoy that Melanio V though. That's a great cigar and can be very, very affordable, depending on if you're patient about where you buy it. So, you know, for those reasons, that one's number 3 for me. Great cigar. Number 2. If you've watched enough of my videos, you've figured out I am a sucker for well-aged Dominican tobacco. And that Ashton VSG has that note in spades. It's a fantastic cigar if you love aged Dominican tobacco like I do. I mean, along with that note, it's got a nice coffee note throughout. There's a raisiny sweetness. There's brown sugar. There's nuttiness. There's not really very much that I can put in the cons column of pros and cons on that thing. I really do enjoy that Ashton VSG, and it had been a long time since I had smoked one. So I'm very happy I revisited it. I think when I initially smoked it early in my in the hobby, I didn't really have a taste for like higher end Fuentes and stuff with well-aged Dominican tobacco in it. But now that I've had enough of those cigars and really have grown to love that flavor note, I'm a sucker for it. And that's just a great cigar. Now, number 1. A lot of people aren't gonna like this one. That My Father the Judge. It just is, I think it's the most complex of the cigars in the lineup. And I think that may be why, I mean, I kind of know that's why ultimately that ended up being number 1 for me. It's got nice florality to it. There's peanuts. At one point it was like peanut buttery. I think it was right in the first third. There's a nice chocolate note here and there. There's a decent amount of pepper to keep it kind of lively. There was a graham crackery note at one point. Coffee, peaty earth. It's all around just decently complex, just very tasty cigar. As far as the cons go, I mean, there was a little bit of chalkiness in the final third, and that was really all I could dock it for. I think the one that I smoked, I figured I had in my humidor for like 6 months. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the majority of my cigars aren't fresh out of the store. I don't smoke anything fresh out of the store. I let it sit in my humidor for at least a week, couple weeks, oftentimes a month at least. Just because I like smoking things underneath my ideal conditions. Or if I pick it up from a shop that I know has really good storage conditions, or I get it sent to me from a friend who I know has really good storage conditions, I just want to make sure I'm smoking my stuff in prime conditions. So in reality, the majority of these cigars were at least 6 months old. But yeah, that's my rankings. I mean, they were all good cigars. The only one that I was like, by the end of was that Espinosa. But still, I would buy it again because it's so inexpensive. The first 2/3 were really enjoyable on that one. And then the top 4 were just, I literally sat here and wrote down like pros and cons for them to rank them because they're all very good. I mean, I think that My Father the Judge, that was number 1 for me just because of the complexity of it, and I really like that cigar for some reason, which is weird because I don't really like a lot of My Fathers, so it's odd that one kind of takes the spot for me on this. But those are my rankings. I will definitely do this a shootout on a different wrapper leaf. I think maybe a fun one to do next would be like a Habano wrapper leaf. So if you guys want to, either if you know me through Instagram or otherwise, shoot me a DM with your favorite Habano wrapper leaf. If you don't, just drop a comment below telling me what your favorite Habano wrapper leaf cigar is. I will, at the end of the video here, there's a subscribe button over there. I'll link another video over here, and then I will put the rest of the Sumatra Shootout just in case you didn't catch any of these reviews and you want to see them and see what I thought of it in the moment where I was much more descriptive. As always, thank you for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. All of these shootouts are super fun for me to do because I get to sample the people's favorites and then really find out which one out of the top cigars in people who I respect's opinions are, I get to pick my favorite out of those, and I get to smoke just a bunch of great cigars. So I'm gonna keep doing these series. It's a lot of fun. As always, I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.